And this channel is supposed to be like about who I am and just sharing that, right? But looking back on my videos recently, it just seems like I'm missing a big part, which is my faith as a Christian. And like I don't talk about it that much. I do hint at it a lot. I talk about prayer, I talk about like reading the scriptures, but I never outright talk about my faith. It's just crazy to me. Like I don't understand like what's going on in my head. Like why am I afraid? Why am I afraid to just talk about my faith and, you know, my belief in Jesus? It's crazy to think about. Like, and this is also just in real life too, you know. It's actually crazy. I think that a lot of Christians, we're all trying to like hide something. Like I don't know what it is. Like why are we trying to hide who we are from other people? It's this idea of just like we're trying to have people see us in a certain way, and that changes how we act. That changes how we speak, what we do around other people. And it's just crazy. Like at this point, like I feel an urge to just talk about what I want to talk about right now. Like if I want to talk about, you know, Christian faith, then I will. I feel like I'll take it a different stance than other people. Like I'll do it differently than other people. Like I feel like as Christians, this includes me, we are living in a way where we are trying to hide the fact that we're sinners. We go around like some sort of charades, like some sort of act. We're acting out some part of who we are, like, but it's not even actually who we are. We'll go around in Christian communities, right? Somehow, like, showing off this false sense of who we are. We're afraid for what other people think, and we're afraid for like other Christians thinking about, you know, oh, this person's a sinner. Like this person does that. That's crazy. Like, why is it that we are scared to just really talk about the sins that we're dealing with right now? We step around like the idea of sin, right? We'll talk about sin. We'll talk about temptations. We'll talk about that. We don't even go specific on what we actually are struggling with. And that just like boggles my mind, because that's crazy. The Christian community, we're supposed to be there for each other. How can we be there for each other if we're like hiding, trying to lie to each other, being dishonest to each other about what we're actually doing, how we actually feel, how we actually think? No one's gonna be able to talk about this stuff. No one talks about this stuff. And so I feel like, dang, like maybe I should be the one to do it on this YouTube channel. Maybe I should start talking about the hard stuff, the things that nobody wants to talk about, the things that are like so like dark in our thoughts. Like, oh shoot, we don't want anyone to like hear what we think, or like, you know, what are they gonna say? What are they gonna say when they find out that I do this? Like, I'm done with this type of dishonest, this sort of like, I don't even know how we've come to this sort of way. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. Like, as Christians, we are living blinded by some sort of self-righteousness, some sort of pride. Like, we're acting like we're righteous or something, when the fact is we're all sinners and we're insanely sinful. Like, we're actually wretches, and like for some reason we think that it's okay to act like we're not wretches, to act like we don't sin. Why is it we do that? Why can't we just go up to each other and just say, hey, you know, like, man, like I saw that vape pen on the ground, I wanted to smoke it. Or, yeah, I played 6 hours of video games today. Or I watched porn 4 times today. Why can't we talk about that type of thing? Like, what is keeping us from speaking the truth about how we live to each other and to other people even? Like, it doesn't make sense to me. Like, no one's gonna talk about these hard subjects, like the thoughts like going on in your head at 3 a.m. in the morning, like you're on your bed thinking about these random dark thoughts. Like, it's crazy. Like, I feel like I should be the one to just start the conversation now on this channel, because I don't see anyone else doing it. Like, it's crazy. A big one of these sins, right, is sexual sin, that a lot of people will beat around the bush about this sin. They won't actually talk about it. They won't say it directly that they engage in this sin. They're just like, yeah, you know, I have temptations. And that's it. Like, we're not going to actually say, like, yeah, I struggle with sexual sin. Why can't we say that? Like, what's stopping us from the fact that, yeah, like, I deal with this? And it's crazy because almost everybody deals with these type of sins, yet we don't talk about them. It's like, yo, I'm the only one who does this? Like, what are people gonna think? Like, it's actually so dumb. Like, I don't get it at this point. Like, I'm talking about myself too. Like, I'm not just talking about other people. I'm talking about myself here. Like, why can't I be the one to step up and speak of these things when I'm in like Bible studies or when I'm in conversations with other Christians? Like, why can't I be the one to just say these things? Why am I scared to say, like, yeah, you know, I have these dark thoughts. Like, you know, sometimes I think about, you know, I don't know, like having sex with someone or something. Like, just going on like Tinder, you can literally hook up with any random person. Like, why don't I talk about those things? Why are we so afraid to talk about these things? It's crazy. Like, yeah, you know, I get angry all the time. How come we don't talk about that? We don't actually say, yeah, like, I get angry at my parents. Like, I swear under my breath. We don't actually say these things. We always beat around the bush. Why can't we just be honest? I think we can, if we actually do this, we can create a movement. Like, it's gonna be crazy. Like, imagine just like being honest with each other. Like, actually, like, that's how we can help each other. Like, pointing each other out and be like, yeah, you know, you suck. Like, why are you watching porn again? Why are you still addicted to that? I thought you got off it. Why are you still watching it? And especially porn and like all that stuff. I think, why aren't we talking about those things when like 90% of young men are dealing with this? That we beat around the bush saying like acting like we aren't like it isn't a thing. It's actually crazy to me. Today's the day to start, I think, in this video at least, to question why do we like care so much for other people's validation, how other people see us. Like, we put on a false front, trying to look all like righteous, looking all wise, looking all, I don't know, like we're all good or something, when we're truly super like sinful. We're like whitewashed tombs, like Jesus said. Maybe I have to be the one that just like starts the conversations like these things, and maybe other people can be like finally okay with like, yeah, you know, maybe we should talk about these things. Maybe we can talk about our sins to each other. Maybe we can say like, yeah, I missed my prayer this morning. It's not okay that I missed my prayer. It's not okay. Why can't we say that? Like, you actually suck because you missed your prayer. How do you miss your prayer? How can you not read your Bible like one chapter a day? That literally takes like so little time. You can't even get that done. Like, it's crazy. Like, Christians these days, man, including me, actually absolute like wastes. So weak. It's crazy to think about. Like, how are we so weak? Yeah, from now on this channel, I'm going to be talking about these subjects that are difficult to like talk about, that people don't want to talk about, and maybe we can start like this new movement where we can feel comfortable with talking about these things to each other. Like, someone needs to just be the one to step up and call people out. There's a reason why Jesus was like getting angry at people. Like, it's not bad to do that. It's what we should be doing. No wonder like John the Baptist would scream at these people and call them vipers, call them snakes. Maybe I have to be the next person to do that, because everybody else is not. Like, we're afraid or something. We're afraid to be bold. We're afraid to just be like, to like really point out each other's sins and tell each other, yeah, you suck. You're a sinner. You're a wretch. Why are you acting otherwise? Like, why are you trying to like act like you're not that? I'm not saying that it's okay to sin, but I'm trying to say like it's okay to talk about our sins to each other and to be honest that, yeah, you know, I messed up today or something, and that we can strive to be better. I mean, that's what this channel is about, striving to be better, striving to be like, to train our body, our mind, and our spirit. Oh man, it's flipping day, bro. I just don't get it. Like, why are we so scared? Like, why am I so scared to just speak up? Right now, I just feel like this urge. I always feel the call to just speak up on these things, and yet I always like ignore the call. A heart in my heart. It's time to just stop running. I start just actually like being who I am, being the person to be bold, to talk about the hard subjects, the dark thoughts that we have, like all these sinful things, like wanting to destroy stuff for myself. Like, why do I want to throw a brick in the back of a convenience store every time I walk by? Why is it that when I go into a forest that I want to destroy a bunch of trees, that I have to really refrain myself from doing that? Every time I see a cigarette like pack that's like unopened, unused, or a vape pen with juice in it, that I want to smoke it, even though I was like never addicted to it, I still want to do it. Why is it that I like am tempted every single day to watch porn, even though I haven't even watched it in so long? You know, I struggle with this every single day. I struggle with all these sins every single day. Why am I like afraid or something to like talk to other people about that? Because I know other people are dealing with the same things. It's crazy. Like, why are we being afraid to talk about these things when every other person is struggling with these same things, and we're letting them struggle by themselves? It's crazy. Like, I'll be the first one to talk about these things now on this channel. I'll be the one to do it. If you don't want to like watch these vids, that's totally like, that's up to you. Like, I don't even care at this point. I know what has to be spoken, the words that I have to say, the messages that I have to bring out on this channel. I have to give it out. It's not my choice to do it. It's what has to be said. It's what people have to hear. And if you are like, yeah, I don't, how come you're talking about these weird subjects, all these taboo subjects? Like, why are you talking about these things? They're so, you know, no one actually does that. You can judge me. You can judge all the people that do these sins. You can judge them all you want. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, and I'll make a whole video on like judging others. I think we all judge others for some reason. Like, there's no reason for us to judge others. Why are we judging others? Like, judging people's sins, like we're somehow better than them? It's crazy. Like, what are we thinking at this point? Gotta start a new movement. Gotta start fresh at this point. Like, this culture, this Christian culture that we live in is so weak. Just a bunch of weak people, eh? A bunch of weak snakes, whitewashed tombs, slippery eels, man. Trying to act like we're righteous or something. It's crazy. That's it for this video, I think. If you guys have any things that you want to talk about on this channel. If you want me to talk about a certain subject, I'll talk about it. It is what it is. You don't have to like these videos. You don't have to dig them. With a few people that are actually like, they feel like something in them changed. That's what these videos are for now. Like, I'm here to polarize my audience. You can either hate this channel, you can either love this channel. I don't think there's any in between at this point. Going all in. There's no reason otherwise to do that, like I said in this video. Why are we trying to hide from who we truly are? There's no use. It's crazy. Alright, that's it for this video, yeah. I'll wrap it up here. It's getting too long at this point. If you guys have any questions, comment below. Any subjects you want to talk about, let's do it. I got some ideas. We're gonna go hard on these ones. You're not gonna like them, but there are gonna be videos you need to hear. There are gonna be messages that we need to hear. It's gonna suck. It's just how it is, right? That's just the Christian walk. Gonna be ridiculed, gonna be looked down upon. It is what it is. But for the few Christians that watch these videos, and even the non-Christians who feel, yeah, maybe something's up with the way I live, these videos hopefully can help them. That's what it's about. Thanks for joining the tribe. Thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.